Omari, just how much do you love doing these interviews? I'm just kidding. How much are you looking forward to going out and playing on the road and getting back on the road in SEC play?
I'm very excited to get a chance to first SEC game. You know, that brings a lot of energy to it itself, but then able to start it out on the road, you know, that's something that we said at the beginning of the year or this off season that we want to be able to be a team that win on the road, be able to go into those hostile environments and be the same as we are playing in home games or things like that. And I feel like, you know, that really just starts with the defense being able to play with high energy, play with high tempo to create that momentum for us, because we know when you go in a hostile environment, they're going to be cheering loud for to go against our offense and things like that. So we just have to go in as a defense to create that energy so that way it feels like a home game for us as well.
We'll go back to Ryan and then we'll go to Eric.
Omari, you guys obviously haven't allowed a defensive touchdown this year, haven't allowed one going back to the bowl game at the end of last year. How well are you playing as a defense? You know, when you look at the film, does it match up with that, or are there some things you guys still have to clean up?
There's definitely things we have to clean up as a team. You know, it's games we'll go out there, it looks good, but then we come back and watch it, we'll be like, if we had just did this, it's more production out there for us, and we just want to continue to grow as a defense, as a defensive line. But I will say that we play hard. We come out every weekend locked in, just ready to play, ready to win games, but we definitely have things that we have to get better at for sure.
Omari, you kind of spoke on the defensive line setting the tone in games. You know, how much pride do you guys take in that, and how important is that in a game like this on the road?
We take a lot of pride in it. I know especially the defensive line guys take a lot of pride because, you know, we're older guys. We want to be able to be leaders for the team, leaders for the defense, and we just want to go out there and we want to be the best that we can be, honestly. Like, we want to go out there and show all the work we done put in with each other, that we have grown as a defensive line, grown as a defense, grown as a team. And I feel like that's something that starts with the defensive line of just continuing to play hard, play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, celebrating with each other, having fun, making plays. It's just beautiful to be out there and, like, you see guys that you done worked all year with, making plays in the back end, making plays on the front. So it's a good feeling, and we're excited.
Omari, you mentioned you all want to be a team that wins on the road, and in these type of environments, there's been some games the past couple of years that didn't go y'all's way. What lessons do you feel like y'all learned in those games previously on the road that did not go y'all's way?
Really, I'd say we really just learned that no game is a big game for us. Like, we want to approach every game the same, have the same mindset as if we were playing the first week opponent to this opponent. Like, we want the same mindset every game. We want to go 1-0 every week, and that's just what we do. That's our mindset of this team, to come in, flush whatever happened the week before, and just move on to the next and be able to win. We know that going into a hostile environment, first really road game of the year, it's going to be a good game. They going to have fans, they going to make plays. That's what you expect good teams to do. So we just got to be able to, when adversity hits, to continue to be who we are and fall back on our training.
Being the first team that Oklahoma is going to meet up with their SEC debut in the SEC, I'm sure you guys don't need any extra motivation, but does it give you guys a little bit of an extra edge, motivation, to kind of be the team that could give them a welcome to the SEC moment?
You know, it's going to be a great environment. You know, they get a chance to play in the best conference of football ever. So it's a conference that we play in already, so they get to join it. It's fun, you know, getting a chance to play against guys. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited for them. You know, they get to play their first SEC game, our first SEC game of the year. So it's a lot riding on this game. There's a lot going into it, and we just have to continue to be prepared and ready to go out there and do what we do.
We'll do a few more. We'll go to West, Vince, and then Ben.
Obviously, it looks like y'all up front defensively are winning more battles than you're losing up front in terms of these games so far this season, but the sack numbers have not been high. What are teams doing to keep y'all from taking all that production and turning it into sacks?
I would say just looking at it from the previous games that we done had, you know, teams are playing on the perimeter more, playing just more quick game, things like that, cutting a defensive line. So it's ways that they can try to take us out of the game, but if I feel like as a defense, if we just continue to play hard, you have wherever you see the ball, you get into the ball, run into the ball, everybody, D-line getting out the stack, it's just hard to play against a team that flies to the ball and everyone's having fun doing it.
Vince, on the offensive end.
Give us a scouting report on what you see from Oklahoma's offense.
I see a offense that's ran fast. They play with tempo. They do a lot of things good. That what they do is very good. They they do a lot with a quarterback. Quarterback runs a lot. So it's a lot of things that go into it that we really have to focus in on from watching the film. But they're a good team, and we have to just continue to prepare and be ready for this weekend.
Omari, how much do y'all want to win this one for Coach Heupel? I know he's not making a big deal out of it this week. He's not bringing it up, but in the locker room, practice to practice, I mean, is there a comment here or there amongst the players that, like, let's go get this one for Coach?
Not necessarily. I haven't heard anyone say, let's go get this for Coach, because Coach Heupel, the way he approaches it, he doesn't bring it up to make it about him. So no one really is even thinking about it of like, let's go win this for Coach Hype, things like that. He's just always continuing to push us to be part of Tennessee, push the Power T, and that's what we playing for. We playing for the Power T. We know the Power T is going to be long gone after us. We just want to continue to build a legacy here for when we're gone, that people can say what these guys of the 24 team did.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep. Thank y'all.